Good evening. Just doing a quick re-record since we had some audio problems in the last video when we live streamed. So I want to start real quickly though with the IEP Minute. And what the IEP Minute is just a recap of something that has came to my attention or a group member's attention within the last couple weeks. And so this week it is Rule 36, General Administration of Programs. This is out of Article 7. So it's actually, the legal area you'll find it is 511 IAC, Indiana Administrative Code 7-36-1, Parent and Community Participation. In Section 1 of that rule, a public agency is encouraged to establish or support the establishment of a parent advisory council, committee, task force, or group. The public agency's goal for a parent group may include, but is not limited to, the following: support students and family membership in the school community, invite parents of students with disabilities to participate on school decision-making committees, focus effective communication, fostering effective communication with families focused on student learning and development. So what this means is in the administrative code, they're telling the schools that they recommend that they do establish parent advisory committees, give the families a voice. And what that would help with is, we're seeing it at North Lawrence Community Schools right now at their board meetings. You have special education parents coming in saying, we have a problem. This advisory committee would allow those parents to come together as a group within the school and work on developing ways to fix these problems, to work together to try to help make the solution. You shouldn't have to have a mom crying in a car because of the problems in a school district. There needs to be a way to work together. Talking with these parents, many of these parents went to these school districts. They want their children to go there. They don't want to file a due process hearing request, or they don't want to do an OCR complaint. They don't want to file Office of Civil Rights. They really don't. They just want to help their children and help make the schools better for them. And that's what I've heard from the hearts of a lot of these parents, is they're not after the schools for money. They're not after the schools to do something that's not already in the Article 7 or IDEA. They just want their child to have an equal opportunity, from what I'm gathering from these families. All right, so the main topic tonight is the Caregiver Group and developing community networks. What that means is the Caregiver Group is a group that we're trying to develop. Right now we have some volunteers in Orange County, and we thank them a lot for their help with this. And hopefully we'll be able to get past the COVID-19 in the next month or two and be able to start their Caregiver Group meetings up in Orange County. But what it is developing a place for parents and families. Even, like we say, it's a caregiver group, so even grandparents and home health nurses coming in the home to help take care of the child. We want this to be a place that anyone that's helping take care of children with special needs or unique needs, if you want to look at it that way too, can come together and talk and learn from each other, because we don't know what we don't know. But with someone that has already walked that path, they may be able to give you a little bit of insight of what those next few hills are going to be, or where the curves are. So that's kind of where the main goal and the heart of the Caregiver Group is. We want it to be a dynamic, and so trying to plan it, we can't plan how each meeting is going to be yet, because we want to learn from the families what they want. Do we want to do it kid-friendly, and hopefully we'll be able to keep having enough volunteers that we can have a kid activity going on while the adults are meeting, or doing family activities like an arts and crafts projects, arts, developing different things that meet the family needs that are taking part in that group. And as I try to explain in the live stream, what Community Inclusion Ambassadors wants this group to be for is to develop that family connection, that caregiver to caregiver connection. Also to allow us to know what it is that we need to be focusing on as a nonprofit and what it is we can do, and developing volunteers and partners from those groups to help us in meeting these needs for the children and families. That's the whole reason Community Inclusion Ambassadors was developed, was to give families the resource of an organization to help make our communities better for our children. And that's the heart of it. We are a fully volunteer. Every board member, we have no paid staff. All of our events have always been volunteer. Even when we get guest speakers coming on, they're volunteering to come to talk to families and tell them about programs that they're working on. So that's the heart of our organization. The networks. Orange County Health Coalition is our best example. They've been a great community partner, but also they want to hear from families. They want to know what it is that you need. They want you to do these surveys, and it's not just because it's well, actually, I don't even think it's required in any of their grants that they got. They want these surveys to be done so they can find out what our community needs, so that they can identify what programs need to be developed to help children. The last survey, the mental health survey, that was focused on children and young adults. What kind of mental health services they need? What are the barriers for these services? Is it the belief that they don't help? Is it the belief that you're weak if you take them? You're not. I know firefighters, I know police officers, I know EMTs that get mental health services. Post-traumatic stress disorder, it's severe emergency services. You're not weak. These are some of the guys that could probably, I'm a 260-pound guy, a couple of those guys could throw me over their shoulder and carry me down the fire ladder in a heartbeat. They're not weak. Sorry, just had to say that. You're not weak if you get mental health help. So we want to develop partnerships like with that, develop our network. We want to be able to tell them, hey, this is happening. These are the kinds of services we need here. And we want to have partners that are going to go, how do we do it? We want partners that are going to say, okay, let's get this person involved. That has been amazing. I got a meeting on June 25th in the morning because of the partnerships we have to talk with another group that does similar things and find out how they do it and what we can bring back to Orange County, hopefully, and how we can help better. That's what we want. We want those networks. We want to develop that in our community. Last week we talked about being kind of a resource desert. We are in between everywhere, but in the middle of nowhere is what it feels like for some families. So let's find out how to bring that water in, bring those resources in. And sometimes it's just that the providers don't know that it's needed. Okay, so I hope this video is a little better for everyone that's trying to watch. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Bye.